on between the city and the Board of Ed.
Fox 61 Sean Pagano is live in Ansonia with more on the mayor's harsh words that were directed at the superintendent of schools.
Yeah, good morning to you both. We've been talking all morning with regard to those harsh words coming out of the mayor's office with regards to the education funds and the budget, and pointed really toward the Board of Education and the superintendent of schools. Now, the mayor issuing a press release last night with some words basically ending by saying that there's really no truth to what the superintendent has been talking about with regards to the funds. Now, there is a court date set for June 12th, that's next week, about the funds. Now, I want to bring in Javier Arguello. He is a former student at Ansonia High School and went to Georgetown on a finance degree. Tell me a little bit about your background and why this particular subject is important to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got started in financial literacy and education thanks to Ansonia High School. They gave me my first accounting class. And the thing my teachers always taught me was to seek the truth and to find opportunity through education. What I have seen with Mayor Cassetti in his letter yesterday is a lack of that. We cannot, as a community, afford to misinform one another for the sake of scoring political points. This entire debacle comes from a lack of understanding of how educational funding actually works and certain legal precedents. In my humble opinion, the city doesn't have a legal case because there are decades law of precedent within this that basically prove them wrong. What I've done is I've used my financial literacy and ability to uncover the real reason why this has become a debacle and why we're really gambling with our children's futures.
Yeah, you and I were talking about the funds that are in question, and I do want to say that the mayor's office and the mayor saying, "Let me be clear: the city did not reduce the school district's budget. On the contrary, the school budget, the school district received more than $800,000 over that which was anticipated." He went on to say, "Instead of being honest, the superintendent continues to hide the truth and use students and teachers as pawns in her game." So that's the mayor's side of things.
Yeah, so it's easy to call somebody a pawn when an educator's entire career is based upon building very good human beings in the community. That's what that is. This is a thank you from me to my community for everything that they've done. Here's the reality. The mayor has overspent. The undesignated fund balance, which was a little bit close to $10 million for the fiscal year of 2016, is now, as of January, at $6 million. What the mayor is making a fuss about is 1/3, almost 1/4 of what the city itself spent from an undesignated fund balance. This entire thing comes from a lack of understanding. The city ended up receiving funds, as is the Board of Ed, but on a restricted basis. The city had anticipated to take its money back and appropriate it from the educational cost sharing program. When the state ended up bonding the funds because it was cheaper for them to provide restricted funds to the municipalities than it was to provide unrestricted, the city ended up going crazy, and it threw a wrench in their plans. That's what we're seeing right now, Sean.
All right, well, thank you, Javier. Very passionate about it, former Ansonia High School student who has done a lot of research on this. And of course, we've reached out to the mayor's office, and we hope to get him on camera talking with him at some point throughout the day, and maybe have that for you at 4 or 5. But there is a court date set for next Tuesday, June 12th. Reporting live in Ansonia this morning, Sean Pagano, Fox 61 News.